of conversing easily with people I have never met before.
Perhaps you should take your aunt's advice and practice.
I said it once, I'll say it again. She has the most game out of all of her sisters. What is with you guys? We'll keep the fun. We're back and putting for yet another Patreon movie request. Today we're watching Pride and Prejudice from 2005. No, I've actually heard of the book that this is based on, but I didn't know that this was a movie. I don't usually get into a bunch of romance movies, especially on this channel. But if it is good, like my Patreon member says it is, I'm all ears and eyes. Before we get into it, guys, hit the like and subscribe button for your boy. Check out the Patreon link in the description box below to make your own movie requests, as well as vote on my many polls. And without further ado, let's do what it do.
Mr. Bingley, right from the north. 5,000 a year. Really? He's single. Who's single? Mr. Bingley, apparently.
And how can that...
Is he amiable?
Who? Is he handsome?
Who? He's sure to be handsome.
With 5,000 a year, it would not matter if he had warts and a leer.
I'm gonna remember this scene next time a girl says I like him for his personality.
And on the left is his sister.
And the person with the quizzical brow?
That is his good friend, Mr. Darcy.
It's miserable, poor soul.
Miserable he may be, but poor he most certainly is not.
Tell me.
10,000 a year, and he owns half of Derbyshire.
He doesn't look impressed. I feel like he never looks impressed.
The regiment are coming! Officers! We stay the whole winter. Stay the minutes just right there. Officers!
These girls seem to be mighty excited for any guy with a job out here.
I've never seen so many pretty girls in my life.
You are dancing with the only handsome girl in the room.
She is the most beautiful creature I have ever beheld.
Call her
Her
handsome.
sister Elizabeth is very agreeable.
Perfectly tolerable, I dare say. But not handsome enough to tempt me.
Oh, yes, I adore her.
It is a pity she's not more handsome.
Mama,
Well, but Lizzie will never...
I thought the poetry was the food of love.
of a fine stout love it may. But if it is only a vague inclination, I'm convinced one poor sonnet will kill it stone dead.
So what do you recommend to encourage affection?
Dancing. Even if one's partner is barely tolerable.
Okay, that was smooth. Okay.
He danced with you most of the night and stared at you for the rest of it. But I give you leave to like him. You'd like many a stupider person.
Her brother will be dining out. My kind friends will not hear of me returning.
She really went on horseback in the rain.
Good Lord, Miss Elizabeth, did you walk here?
I did. Thank you for tending to my sister so diligently. She is in far better comfort here than she would have been at home.
It's a pleasure. Oh, I mean, it's, sorry, not a pleasure that she's ill, of course not. It's a pleasure that she's here, being ill.
He'll get it. He'll get it. Oh no. What did you expect to happen there?
You right.
Another swing and a miss.
I'm no longer surprised at your knowing only 6 accomplished women. I rather want to know out you're knowing any.
Are you so severe on your own sex?
I never saw such a woman. She would certainly be a fearsome thing to behold.
Either you are in each other's confidence and you have secret affairs to discuss, or you are conscious that your figures...
Shocking. How shall we punish him for such a speech?
You could always laugh at him.
Oh, no. Mr. Darcy is not to be teased.
You're too proud, Mr. Darcy. Oh, dear, I cannot tease you about that. What a shame, for I dearly love to laugh.
I see what she's doing. She's playing the whole rich and powerful men like to be challenged thing. It might work.
What a superbly featured room, and what excellent boiled potatoes. many years since I've had such an exemplary vegetable. And I have to inform you that the eldest Miss Bennet has captured my special attention.
And that the eldest Miss Bennet is very soon to be engaged.
Engaged?
But Miss Lizzie, next to her in both age and beauty, would make anyone an excellent partner.
Indeed. Very agreeable alternative.
I love how formal he is with his mate selection.
I'm lost.
Dear, oh dear. You must be the shame of the regiment.
What laughing stock?
What do your superiors do with you?
Ignore me. I'm of next to no importance, so it's easily done.
She is a hell of a good flirt, man. Way better than her sisters. She got that whole, I've got a big secret and I'm not telling you type thing going on.
Sure to invite Mr. Wickham. He is a credit to his profession. Lydia, you can't invite people to other people's balls.
Uh-oh. Competition.
You must come, Mr. Wickham.
We grew up together, Darcy and I. His father treated me like a second son. His father... Well, he loved me better, and Darcy couldn't stand it.
Damn.
How cruel.
So now I'm a poor foot soldier, too lowly even to be noticed.
If it is not true, let Mr. Darcy contradict it himself. Till he does, I hope never to encounter him.
Poor unfortunate Mr. Wickham.
On the contrary, Wickham is twice the man Darcy is.
Let us hope a rather...
She says that now. Just wait till they throw down. I hope they throw down. Right in the middle of the ball. They come on and be like, challenge you to a duel.
Are you looking for someone?
No. No, not at all. I was just admiring the general splendor.
Yeah, we know who you're looking for.
Good.
He's doing what's best for her family.
That was smooth, I guess.
There you are.
Mr. Collins.
Wrong time, Mr. Collins.
Perhaps you'll do me the honour, Miss Elizabeth.
And the guy's short as hell.
In fact, several people, with her ladyship included, have complimented me on my lightness of foot.
He seems like a nice guy. A lot of eye contact there. Well, on his side.
Your Mr. Wickham has been called on from...
Uh-oh.
May I have the next dance, Miss Elizabeth?
May. I love this dance.
Indeed, most invigorating.
You just did it with the last guy. And you hated it. You didn't even look at him.
Mr. Wickham is blessed with such happy manners. He is sure of making friends. Whether he's capable of retaining them is less certain.
He's been so unfortunate as to lose your friendship.
Why do you ask such a question?
To make out your character, Mr. Darcy.
And what have you discovered?
Very little.
They're the only ones in the room. It's exactly how they see it right now.
Mr. Collins, you will consider it an impertinence.
Mr. Darcy? Mr. Darcy?
Oh my god. Poor guy.
Mr. Darcy?
Everyone's ignoring him.
Really likes her enormously. But might not do more if she does not help him on.
But she's just shy and modest. If you cannot perceive her regard, he is a fool.
We are all fools in love.
I've been practicing it all week.
We'll be having
That was an interesting shot. That one whole take shot around the ball.
I was hoping, if it would not trouble you, that I might solicit a private audience with Miss Elizabeth in the course of the morning.
Oh, yes, certainly.
Oh my god.
Lizzie will be very happy indeed.
He is not giving up.
Out. Mr. Collins.
Damn. That was a look of desperation right there.
Perhaps I may state my reasons for marrying. Firstly, that it is the duty of a clergyman to set the example of matrimony in his parish. Secondly, that I am convinced it will add greatly to my happiness, of my affection.
Mr. Collins!
And that no reproach on the subject of fortune will cross my lips once we're married.
You are too hasty, sir. You forget...
Ladies don't seek to seem too eager.
Mr. Collins, I am perfectly serious. You could not make me happy, and I'm convinced I'm the last woman in the world who could make you happy.
Yo, she is taking off. I mean, it's one thing to reject someone's proposal to you, but to literally be sprinting the other direction, that's pretty clear right there, man.
Your mother will never see you again if you do not marry Mr. Collins, and I will never see you again if you do.
Okay, I guess we know who's a cool parent.
Jane.
Uh-oh. What happened? They're not rich no more?
Why would he not know when he was to return?
Read it, I don't mind. It's far more likely that he does not love me and never has.
He loves you, Jane. Do not give up.
I've come here to tell you the news. Mr. Collins and I are engaged.
Engaged?
Yes.
He got over that quick.
There is no earthly reason why I shouldn't be as happy with him as any other.
But he's ridiculous.
Oh, hush. Not all of us can afford to be romantic.
True.
I've been offered a comfortable home and protection. So don't judge me, Lizzie. Don't you dare judge me.
That's real. It's not always about love. It's about provisioning. Oh, and now she's sour. Now she's sour. She didn't even want the man, but she's sour. Childish.
After her journey.
I plan many improvements, of course. I intend to throw out a bow and plant a lime walk. Oh, yes, I flatter myself that... Great news. We've received an invitation to visit Rosings this evening from Lady Catherine de Bourgh.
How wonderful.
Do not make yourself uneasy, my dear cousin, about your apparel.
Just put on whatever you've brought that's best.
Lady Catherine's never been averse to the truly humble.
So you are Elizabeth Bennet?
I am, your ladyship. Mr. Darcy. What are you doing here?
Mr. Darcy, I had no idea we had the honor.
Oh no, I like the look of this.
Miss Elizabeth.
My eldest sister is currently in London. Perhaps you happen to see her there.
I haven't been fortunate enough, no.
Play the pianoforte, Miss Bennet. Your younger sisters, are they out in society?
Yes, ma'am, all.
All? What, all five out at once?
But I think it would be very hard on younger sisters not to have their share of amusement because the elder is still unmarried. It would hardly encourage sisterly affection.
Upon my word, you give your opinion very decidedly for so young a person.
Lady Catherine, I'm not afflicted with false modesty. When I say I play poorly,
Come, Lizzie. Her ladyship demands it.
This is her way of getting you back for talking back at the dinner table.
What was my friend like in Hertfordshire?
You really care to know? Prepare yourself for something very dreadful. The first time I saw him at the assembly, he danced with nobody at all.
I do not have the talent of conversing easily with people I have never met before.
Perhaps you should take your aunt's advice and practice.
She just loves to challenge him, man. And I think he's going for it. That's also a good sign. He's being vulnerable with her. I said it once, I'll say it again. She has the most game out of all of her sisters. Whoa.
Mr. Darcy.
What does she owe the visit?
Please do be seated.
Come on. Out with it, Mr. Darcy. Sheesh.
What on earth have you done to poor Mr. Darcy?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah, the man lost for words.
Darcy is a most loyal companion. From what I heard in our journey here, he recently came to the rescue of one of his friends just in time.
What happened?
He saved the man from an imprudent marriage.
Who was the man?
So he separated them.
I believe so. I know nothing else.
Uh-oh.
I have fought against my better judgment, my family's expectation, the inferiority of your birth, my rank and circumstance, all these things, and I'm willing to put them aside and ask you to end my agony.
I don't understand.
I love you.
Wow.
Most are. Might I ask why with so little endeavour at civility, I'm less repulsed.
And I might as well inquire why, with so evident a design of insulting me, you chose to tell me that you like me against your better judgment.
No, believe me, I
if
didn't mean...
was uncivil, then that is some excuse, but I have other reasons. You know I have.
What reasons?
How could you do it?
Because I believed your sister indifferent to him.
Indifferent?
I watched them most carefully and realised his attachment was deeper than hers.
That's because she's shy.
Bingley, too, is modest and was persuaded she didn't feel strongly
Because
for him.
you suggested it.
I did it for his own good.
My sister hardly shows her true feelings to me.
So this is your opinion of me. Thank you for explaining so fully.
See, your selfish disdain for the feelings of others made me realise that you were the last man in the world I could ever be prevailed upon to marry.
She don't mean that. She don't mean that.
Madam, for taking up so much of your time.
No, go in. No! There's a setup there, man. Do you see how that works? How she only heard what she wanted to hear? The man just came out and said he loved her, but she glossed past all of that to get back to something not even related.
I shall not renew the sentiments which were so disgusting to you. But if I may, I will address the 2 offences you have laid against me.
Lizzie? Are you all right?
Yeah, she's fine. She just realized she was mad about nothing for half the movie.
I'm quite over him, Lizzie. If you passed me in the street, I'd hardly notice.
Please stop making such a fuss.
She asked me as well.
She probably can't afford it.
Oh my God.
Company.
Could you not
I'm sorry, there are too many girls in this house. Poor Papa.
Colonel Foster's a sensible man. He will keep her out of any real mischief.
The glories of nature. What are men compared to rocks and mountains?
Believe me, men are either eaten up with arrogance or stupidity. If they are amiable, they're so easily led, they have no minds of their own whatsoever.
Oh, take care, my love.
So she's still mad. Okay.
Mr. Darcy's home.
That's the fellow. Very well stocked lake. I've a hankering to see it.
Oh, no, let's not.
She can't get away from this guy.
What you so?
Not that she wants to get away from him.
Is your master much?
Not as much as I would wish, sir.
Oh wow, of course he has one of himself. Oh no. Oh! Of course you get caught. Oh my God. If you're gonna snoop, be sneaky.
Are you staying at Lambton?
Yes, at the Rose and Crown.
Yes.
Come on, don't leave like that. Fate keeps aligning these two together. Can't say it's a coincidence anymore.
Lizzie, we've just met Mr. Darcy. You didn't tell us that you'd seen him. He's asked us to dine with him tomorrow. He was very civil, was he not?
Very civil.
Can't get away that easy.
He particularly wants you to meet his sister.
Wow, that was his sister playing. Of course. Wrong again.
Miss Georgiana.
My brother has told me so much about you. I feel as if we are friends already. Oh, thank you.
Mr. Gardner, are you fond of fishing?
Oh, very much so.
Can I persuade you to accompany me to the lake this afternoon?
Lydia has run away. With Mr. Wickham. They are gone from Brighton to Lord knows where. She has no money, no connections.
How could she do such a thing to her poor mamma?
You can't do that. It's such a baby.
I mean,
Give it.
he was an officer after all.
They married.
I can't make out his
Oh,
script.
goodness me. They're married. They will be. Lydia married. And at 15 too. Ring the bell, Kitty.
When you have 5 daughters, Lizzie, tell me what else will occupy your thoughts, and then perhaps you will understand.
You don't know what he's like.
Oh, Mama. You must all go to Brighton. That is the place to get husbands. I hope you have half.
That's crazy. They're all just doom and gloom like 2 minutes ago. And they pull up in a carriage and they're celebrating.
Mr. Darcy.
Stop it, Lizzie. Mr. Darcy's not half as high-mighty as he is sometimes.
Great. Yeah, another reason to hate him now.
Did you hear the news, madam? Mr. Bingley is returning to Netherfield.
Mr. Bingley? It's all right, Lizzie. I'm just glad he comes alone, because then we shall see less of him. Not that I'm afraid of myself.
Mama, Mr. What's-his-name, a pompous one from before.
Mr. Darcy? The very insolence of it. What does he think of coming here? Oh, my lord. You shall have a seizure, I'm sure I shall.
Mr. Darcy and Mr. Bingley, ma'am.
Oh boy. Into the lion's den.
Do you hope to stay long in the country, Mr. Bingley?
Just a few weeks. Miss Bennet?
You must come again. For when you were in town last winter, you promised to have a family dinner with us. I've not forgot, you see. At least 3 courses.
Did they have a stare at them like that? Damn. She was not happy with that meeting. If you even want to call it that.
I think you are in great danger of making him as much in love with you as ever.
I'm sorry, though, that he came with Mr. Darcy.
I know this is all very untoward, but I would like to request the privilege of speaking to Miss Bennet.
About time.
Alone.
Put some bass in his voice, too.
First, I must tell you I've been the most unmitigated and comprehensive ass.
Yes. 1,000 times, yes.
Thank the Lord for that. I thought it would never happen.
Oh no. That just leaves one.
Can you die of happiness? Do you know
We'll
he
find
was
out.
totally ignorant of my being in town in the spring? How did he account for it? He thought me indifferent.
I need to speak to Miss Elizabeth Bennet alone, as a matter of urgency.
Uh-oh.
Has my nephew made you an offer of marriage?
Your ladyship has declared it to be impossible.
Let me be understood. Mr. Darcy is engaged to my daughter. Now what have you to say?
Only this, if that is the case, you can have no reason to suppose he would make an offer to me.
You selfish girl.
You have insulted me in every possible way and can now have nothing further to say. I must ask you to leave immediately.
Oh my god. Enough with the eavesdropping. I find it significant he's walking too.
If your feelings are still what they were last April, tell me so at once. My affections and wishes have not changed. I would have to tell you. You have bewitched me, body and soul, and I love you. I never wish to be parted from you from this day on.
He has come leaps and bounds with expressing himself. Go in. Go in.
This would be nothing if you really liked him.
I do like him.
Yeah.
I love him. He's not proud. I was wrong. I was entirely wrong about him.
She admitted she was wrong. She might be the one.
We're both so stubborn. But
Say that again.
You really do love him, don't you?
very much.
I heartily give my consent. not have parted with you, my Lizzie, to anyone less worthy. If any young men come for Mary or Kitty, for heaven's sake, send them in. I'm quite at my leisure.
Might as well. Finish off the rest.
How are you this evening, my dear?
Very well. Only I wish you would not call me my dear.
Why?
Because it's what my father always calls my mother when he's cross about something.
What endearments am I allowed? And how are you this evening? Mrs. Darcy.
Go in. Go in. They made us wait for that. It did kind of bother me during the course of the movie that they wouldn't let the two characters kiss. But now seeing it at the end, I can definitely appreciate them making us wait. The payoff was... Thinking about it now, I feel like that was kind of the theme of this entire movie. Just waiting for this huge payoff at the end. Being patient. Super romantic story. Amazingly written. With characters that are nearly impossible not to love. Especially Keira Knightley's character, Elizabeth. She was just charming as all hell. I definitely love period pieces like this one. Especially ones that deal with romance and drama, because it is always interesting to see how the movie interprets romance and love in that era. Like, there's a certain romantic magic that you just get in a time period where there's horse and buggies, marriage is damn near mandatory, fathers have to give their daughters away. I feel like Pride and Prejudice captured that magic in that time period the best. Cinematography wise, this movie was amazing. I definitely want to hit on that. There were some incredible shots, unforgettable shots really. Namely, my favorite one would probably be the one where they're dancing in that ballroom and everyone else disappears and it's just them. That spoke a lot. That said a whole lot about their relationship. But yes, this was an absolutely beautiful film. I have not read the book or any other materials on this, so I'm not sure how accurate it was to the source material. But I did love the movie. Guys, thank you for joining me on my reaction to Pride and Prejudice. Leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and we'll catch you in my next one. Peace. Music be the movement, everybody on a mission.